Hi, I'm Jason Houtsma from worshipartistry.com. In this YouTube guitar lesson, I'm going to show you how to take the acoustic guitar part from the song Majesty, also known as Here I Am, by Delirious, and combine it with the string part so you can play both on the guitar at the same time. I'm going to quickly say that this lesson is actually just one chapter of a huge guitar lesson over at worshipartistry.com. So over there we have a full electric guitar lesson, full acoustic guitar lesson, we got chord charts, tabs, a music video, you can zoom in on the guitars, pretty much anything you can possibly need to play this song. And that's over there at worshipartistry.com. If you go over and sign up now with this coupon code, you'll get a free 7-day trial, full access to our whole library. All right, now let's get on with this lesson. Before we jump in though, I just want to point out my guitar is tuned to E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. So the whole guitar is tuned down a half step. So be aware of that, otherwise you're going to have problems. All right, let's go for it. Now, as I mentioned in the electric guitar section, I love the string part for this song. I just think it really makes that intro. And if we're just playing by ourselves, we're going to miss out on that. I mean, there's some cool picking and some cool strumming and all that kind of thing, but what we're going to do in this section is I'm going to combine that string part and the acoustic part so you can play them both on the acoustic guitar at the same time. So go ahead and pull up your tabs below. It's actually in the sheet music section. And what we're going to do, I'm going to play it through for you first just to see what we're going to do, and then I'll go back through and talk about each section. So it's going to sound like this. We're going to go. Etc. So I'm going to just break it down by chord because we want to keep our finger picking pattern happening and filling out that space, because if we drop that, everything feels really naked. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our B minor just like we did in every other section. It's the same chord. So middle finger is going to be on that 7th fret of our E and ring finger on the 7th fret of our G. But then what we're going to do is put our pinky on the 7th fret of our high E with our pointer finger ready to go on that 5th fret because we're going to do a pull off. All right. So we're all ready to go there. Make sure that your pointer finger is locked down. And our finger picking pattern is going to go like this. We're going to pluck our thumb and middle finger together. And then we're going to pluck our D string and our high E together. So pointer finger, so it's a little bit of a stretch there. Pointer fingers on the D, ring fingers plucking your high E. And we do that pull off. And then we just finish out the pattern. So we go. Because that's our intro pattern, like so. When we switch to our A, we're going to use our middle finger on the 6th fret of the G, and this time we're not going to use our pointer finger on the E string, we're going to use our open A string because it'll resonate more and it allows us to move. So our middle finger is going to be on the 6th fret, and we're going to hammer onto the ring and our thumb is going to be plucking the A and the bass. Like so. So we're going to hammer, pluck the D, ring, A to fill the space as we drop to our 2nd fret of our G. Once again, so. Like so. One more time. And then at that point, we're right in position to go to our G chord. We want to do this walk up. So we're going to have to switch up our finger picking pattern a little bit. Our middle finger is going to be on the 3rd of that low E, plucking the open G, followed by the 2nd fret of the G. We're just going to be alternating between our G and our D string here. So then pinky will go to the to the 4th fret of the G, pluck the D again, and then our pointer finger takes over on the B string on the 2nd fret, and then plucks that open D as well. So once again, and then we're right back into. And that's it. It looks more complicated than it is, but I did put some loops down below of different speeds so you can practice along and get up to full speed. But it adds a nice touch to playing it by yourself. Now the other thing I'm going to do as we walk through this is I'm just going to do a little bit of a playthrough, and you'll notice that I use the finger picking patterns a little bit differently. Because if we're playing by ourselves, that straight pattern, that eighth note pattern, it just doesn't feel like it carries the energy as much, and so I'm going to use my intro finger picking pattern to kind of mess with the dynamic. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it through. Feel free to try and play along or just get some ideas and then really adapt it to how you want to do it. All right, here we go.